Hello everyone, welcome back to Community Distance Reiki. It's wonderful to have you here with me today. If you're new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself and make any request for your personal healing or well-being. We're going to get things started off by hanging out and building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to all of your requests. And after that, we're going to go ahead and shift into a Reiki session where I send healing to you whenever and wherever you happen to be. If you are returning, welcome back and thank you for your ongoing support. And if you're watching this as a pre-recorded video, well, greetings from the past, you can, if you want to, skip ahead of the crystal grid and zip right over to the session. Start looking at about the 1 hour, 15-minute mark. And or where you see the lights begin to shift, and you can start your journey there. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you would like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description, and there's also a link to all of my social media and my email list. So thanks again for being here. Let's dive on over and start building this beautiful grid. There we go. Oh, how's everybody doing this very special Friday the 13th? Right in the middle of spooky season, no less. Just still ever adjusting in the new apartment. Still not completely settled yet. It takes time. It takes time. Go. So we have our mirror, which helps to reflect any less than great energy, and we also have copper, which helps to break up blockages and get the optimal flow of energy going. Let's go ahead and just adjust one more light. There we go. So let's go ahead, take your requests. Let's see who's here. Chris, Fiat Luna, Key and Patty, Violet Integrations, and JS made a request before she had to leave off. And JS is in Europe, and we have so many fun friends in Europe that, you know, it's very late there. They're, depending on where in Europe they are, they're roughly 5 hours ahead of us. So even being here at 4 p.m. is still kind of something. But yeah, it's like 1 a.m. for some of you there. So happy to have y'all here. So JS had a request for finding a home that's right for her and confidence and reuniting with old friends. So the first stone that popped into my mind for finding the right home was Herkimer, which helps with manifesting and confidence and reuniting with old friends. Peridot was wonderful for reuniting with old friends. There's a lot of stones that help confidence, but I'm trying to feel like which one wants to come in today. Let's just go with yellow calcite. So yeah, let's do that. So Peridot helps with supporting and bolstering those friendships that are most important, those friendships that help us to be the better version of ourselves. This is wonderful for things like loyalty. It also helps with breaking bad habits, and it's wonderful for things like relieving anger and jealousy. Also great at anything that has to do with calming down digestion, things like IBS, Crohn's, even acid reflux. So that is Peridot. There we go. Herkimer, like I said, this really helps to empower manifestation. And it also helps with relaxation and even being in the present moment. I always feel like being in the present moment is a wonderful place to manifest from. You're in your moment, you realize everything that you've done up until this point, you can appreciate everything you have until this point, and then really plot a course for the future. Also helpful for harmonizing energy that just doesn't seem to jive, as well as helping to balance metabolism and boost intuition. So this is also a stone that can help you with things like once you see that home that's meant for you, you'll kind of know because of the intuitive aspect as well. So that is Herkimer diamond, which is actually a type of clear quartz. There we go. And yellow calcite for lots and lots of lovely self-confidence. Everything that has to do with the solar plexus chakra, the center of self, personal identity, and your free will is covered with yellow calcite. It helps to clear blockages and revitalize your sense of self. It helps you to put your desires first so that you're acting based on what you want and not societal pressure or what others seem to expect of you. Very helpful for optimism in general as well. So we'll bring this in. And let's see. Okay. It's always hardest to get things started on even footing with the grid. Okay, we'll keep going for now. Okay. Good to see you, JS, and whenever you do get a chance to enjoy this, I hope that you have a wonderful time. Who else we have here? Jennifer Vatsa, welcome back. And let's see what all's going on here. Okay, good stuff. And Violet Integration, happy Friday to you too. Intention of removal of blockages and creativity. You're having some writer's block. Gotcha. So let's definitely bring in some blue tiger eye, which is wonderful for writing. Some sodalite, which helps with expression. And carnelian, which helps with creativity. So in addition to creativity, carnelian helps with relationships. Everything about the sacral chakra in this case. This is all relationships and how we relate to the world and community around us, all the way down to the most close and intimate relationships in our lives. Also helps with attracting a good relationship, with love, fertility, sexuality, and sexual function, and definitely creativity. So let's go ahead and bring this in. There we go. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to keep touching this up as we go. Blue tiger eye is a really powerful stone for writing and speaking your truth. It's wonderful for expression, and it also helps to bring a sense of calm and ease. It's deeply protective, and it helps with that if you have to do big public speaking, or if you have to say something that's a matter of like facts over feelings, or things that might not be accepted super well or challenged. This is about standing firm in the facts and speaking. Also very protective of truth tellers, but in general, this is wonderful for writing. So let's see. Okay, so let's put this behind all of these lovely self, free will kind of stones with yellow calcite. Sodalite also helps with expression, and for creativity in general, I love using this with carnelian because it it helps us to express what is within. So whether it's speaking, singing, dancing, writing, performing, however and whatever, this helps you to get your point across. It's also helpful for coming to terms with aging, with perimenopause and menopause, as well as homesickness and even grounding impulses. So let's go ahead and bring this in. There we go. And that is sodalite. And here, let me... Yeah, I think we're doing good so far. It's good to see you, Violet Integration. Thanks for being here. And Fiad Luna, I am doing well. Good to see you. Let's get a few of Chris's requests, and also Fiad Luna. Oh, thank you, Chris. That's sweet. I'm glad I look awesome. I'm wearing a very old secondhand sweater, which I feel like all my good sweaters are secondhand. But let's see. Fiad Luna, intentions of letting go of heaviness, not taking everything quite so seriously, requesting leopard skin, jasper, and malachite. Absolutely. So let's start with malachite because Chris requested this also. This is a very, very helpful stone in so many ways. Malachite is great for the heart center. It helps us to process really painful emotions so that we can move through it without just repressing it or getting stuck with those really difficult, challenging feelings. Helps us to leave things behind. It's also great for arthritis and in particular pain and inflammation, as well as phobias and fears, particularly fear of flying. It's also great for angelic connection, specifically with Archangel Raphael, but wonderful too for insomnia, and it's thought to be helpful for the liver, pancreas, spleen, and for depression and anxiety. But of course, nothing here is meant to be a replacement for anything else. I struggle with depression. I have for many years. I take the medications. I do all the things. I hang out with the Reiki and the crystals. It's all love. All ingredients are sacred. You just add the ones you feel are going to be your healing recipe. And let's bring in some leopard skin jasper. Absolutely wonderful for healing animals and helping us connect to our animals and animal guides. This is also a wonderful stone for healing the skin, for helping with balance and coordination. Also really helpful for attracting a soulmate too. So that's leopard skin jasper. Let's put that next to Herkimer there. And my cats should be a little more calm this stream than they were before. The 4 o'clock stream, they were fighting for my lap. But I played toys with them for about 40 minutes, and I think they're a little tuckered out now, so they should be okay. Let's see what else we have. Some really good requests, as always, from Chris. Rose quartz, moonstone. Yeah, we've already got Herkimer. Rose quartz. Moonstone. Rutilated sapphire, rhodochrosite. Rutilated quartz is superb for bringing back our physical energy as well as bringing mental focus. This is a stone that's thought to help direct energy to exactly where it needs to go. And one of the things it's been thought of as a beautiful gift for is anyone that's battling cancer. Reason being, it's thought to focus, like it's almost like a goodwill gift of, I hope that this helps to focus all of those treatments you're getting to exactly where they're most helpful. And I hope that you get a nice boost of physical energy because I'm sure you need it. So let's go ahead and bring this in. I'm going to bring in just a smaller piece here. So that's rutilated. That's clear quartz with rutils running through it. And here is rose quartz, which we're all to some degree familiar with. This is a great stone for your heart chakra. This helps us to kind of lift the vibration of our heart center. It helps us to feel more ease when it comes to love and compassion for others as well as ourselves. And it also helps us to recalibrate our love center, allowing us to feel like, yes, I do deserve to be loved and supported. And there are people who are worth loving and supporting. So it's one of those slow and consistent kind of crystals that can be there for you as you adjust to new ways of thinking. There we go. Moonstone helps us to connect with the rhythms and patterns and cycles of nature. It's one that allows us to connect with the moon, the lunar energies, doing any kind of lunar magic, even when we start to get into like eclipse season, things like that. This can be a really helpful stone to kind of go with the cycles and with the flow. It helps with trusting divine timing, as well as connection to ancient wisdom, the matters of truth. If you're looking for the truth of something, it helps with connection to the divine feminine, as well as being very protective of women and anyone who is traveling. Also helps with releasing patterns. So let's go ahead and bring in some moonstone. Moonstone can look a lot of different ways. And lately we've been using these smaller ones to leave lots of room in the grid for lots more requests. Next is rhodochrosite. This helps with mother-baby bonding as well as healing maternal wounds. This helps with the heart and circulation as well as... Sorry. Hang on a moment if I just lost you. Nope, looks like I have you. Okay, good stuff. I apologize for that. So many things going on in the background. Okay, so rhodochrosite, as I was saying, also good for the heart and circulation, as well as telepathy, connection to our crossed over ancestors, as well as our animal companions, and helpful for asthma, as well as stress headache. So we're going to bring this in. And sapphire is wonderful for mediumship, channeling, hearing our guides, and especially hearing and connecting with our angels. This is a very, very high vibrational stone, and it also on a physical level works with the thyroid, eyes, and ears. It's thought to be supportive of folks with dementia, as well as those who love and care about and for them. Oh, hello, Baba. And hi. How are you, little Hattie? Yeah. Yeah. Here. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? I hope you heard them purrs. Yeah. You can hang out here if you want. So that is sapphire. Yeah, if you're looking to use that for mediumship or channeling, definitely make sure that you have some good, effective grounding exercises lined up for yourself after. It's very helpful, but very strong. Let's see, we'll also bring in some garnet and green aventurine. Hey, Erica! Oh, good to see you. Yeah, let's bring this back over to... garnet, green aventurine, and citrine. Okay. Garnet is definitely one of those stones that'll help with shoring up travel plans for sure. moonstone's already in there. That's very protective for travelers, so that's a good one to have. But this is garnet. So garnet is organization, creativity, and practicality. This is a really good, like, planning things out kind of stone. It helps with logic. It helps with kind of getting the most done with the least amount of effort type stone. Also really helps with organization. So we'll bring this in. It's January's birthstone. It's got a decidedly Capricorn type energy. And it also helps with strength and stability, like emotional strength and stability. Aventurine is helpful for anyone who feels like they can't do this, I can't do that. This is a stone that helps to encourage you to reach beyond what you think you're capable of, because your capabilities may exceed what you see for yourself. Wonderful for eye problems, heart rhythms, allergies, and fertility as well. It's deeply encouraging. So we'll bring in that green aventurine. And citrine helps with manifesting abundance, particularly in the cash flow and revenue department. Here, you want to play? You want to play with stones? You want to manifest abundance for us? So here is beautiful natural citrine, which is it's orange, but almost like in a brownish sort of orangey sense, like natural true citrine. Also wonderful for addictions, compulsions, as well as balancing logic with intuition. So that is citrine. So we'll bring this around. True natural citrine can be, 1, hard to find, and 2, quite expensive when you do. Most citrine that you can get your hands on today looks like a bright light yellow, and that's usually amethyst that's been baked to turn it into that yellow color. Not the same thing. Let's see, and we will come back to the rest of your requests as I go along. And thank you for being here, Chris. Let's see. And Patty, tourmaline and blue apatite. You've got an overdramatic widow trying to dump a breakdown and dump all over you because, oh yeah, it's one of those like kind of like Velcro people. Yeah, so let's do black tourmaline, blue apatite, and some prehnite too. Black tourmaline. Black tourmaline helps to repel and dispel negative energy. It keeps low energy at bay. This is one that I've gone so far as to like crush it up and sew it into curtains for a previous apartment. It's also helpful to place it around a property line, like on the inside of your door. I had a job once before I started my business, well over 15 years ago now, working at a piercing shop at 4th and South Streets. And for those of you from Philly, you know that area. I lived there for 7 and some change years. I worked right there for 2.5 of those. It's not a gentle or quiet part of town by any means. Attracts a lot of interesting folks. It's exciting, but it is loud. And at that piercing shop, I hid a bunch of black tourmaline around, including on top of the door. Every once in a while, there'd be somebody that would just be trying so hard to get our door to open, and they just couldn't get it to open. And then the person behind them would be like super slight, petite, and like, whoop, door opens right up. Swear this stuff is magic. So black tourmaline indeed. So let's do a piece here and here. Prehnite is helpful for lots of things. Mostly, I use this for teaching. This helps to prepare an environment for spiritual learning, and it can be great if whether you're learning from a course online or a video or a book, or whether you're like taking a class or even leading a class. This can be absolutely helpful. It also helps with things like lucid dreaming, prophecy, divination, however you connect intuitively, whether you're casting runes or casting someone's astrological chart. This can be really helpful. It's also wonderful to stop your mind from kind of floating around the universe while you're trying to meditate. And this is where it really, I think, might be helpful. It helps to refuse any unfair demands. So it might make you feel a little bit more comfortable saying no when you have to, which I know is hard, especially like when somebody's alone. I get it. And blue appetite. This helps for things like a better relationship with food. So that can include weight loss, or just shifting how you approach food or shifting your diet for any reason that might be meaningful to you. Also helpful for learning your soul's purpose and having the courage to act upon it, for peace and harmony internally, as well as strengthening one's aura so you're less likely to take on the energy of others. So that is blue appetite. So let's go ahead and we'll start a new little row with this. There we go. And I hope that that helps. So you tend to attract the squeaky wheel, Karen, attention seekers, and you're sick of it. You would like to get better at learn how to squeak the wheel. Speaking up louder, more clearly, and more often for yourself. Feeling like you lost your voice and you can't quite get it back. Yeah, gotcha. Let's do definitely the first thing that came to mind was red jasper. This is one that helps with empowerment, like really empowering you from the root up. It helps to fight injustice and bullying like on a bigger scale, but also it's psychic and spiritual protection. It's being very grounded and rooted and focused on your own basic needs and earthiness, like what you need do in a day. Also helps with emotional support for long convalescence, and it's great for fertility. But it's very grounded in like the here and now realities for yourself. And I'm also going to do yellow calcite is definitely not harmful for that. It helps, but also mahogany obsidian. This helps with meeting goals with strength and vitality. It helps with releasing perfectionism, and most importantly, it helps with letting go of feeling like we need approval of someone else or that we need to look for validation elsewhere. This one helps you to also release anger, which its counterpart is resentment too, which can build up when we're doing work for other people that we don't feel is appropriate. But this is really good for like letting go of other people's opinions about yourself so that you can like follow through with what you know is important and trusting yourself. So this might be helpful too. So let's go ahead and bring this in. Let's do that. And here. I think that that will help, but also your sense of confidence in yourself and prioritizing your wants, needs, and desires is definitely yellow calcite for sure. So I hope that helps. It can be a struggle to to set boundaries and hold boundaries, and definitely yellow calcite helps with both. What do you use iolite for again? And Chris had requested iolite. So iolite is wonderful for the third eye and intuition, and especially balancing intuition, especially at bedtime. Like if you're very intuitive, you might find it difficult to sleep, or you may find your sleep interrupted by intuitive things like big dreams or anything like that. Also really helpful for clairvoyance in general, your spiritual sight. Helpful too for weight loss as well as fever and even money management and making good money decisions. But yeah, great for better sleep and yeah, shamanic work, divination with your eyes. So that's iolite. I will get to everybody's requests tonight, no worries. And fluorite and fuchsite, you got it. Fuchsite is also going to be added to the crystal shop before the end of the month too. So fuchsite helps with boosting the energy of other stones and also with joy and fun and self-care, but fun for the sake of just having fun, which can be really rejuvenating to the spirit, just to let go of like, oh, well, if I'm going to have fun, I also have to find some other reason to allow myself to just have fun, like just fun for fun, which also helps with inner child work. Helps too for sleep disturbances, spinal alignment, and it's thought to have some help for carpal tunnel syndrome too. So that's fuchsite. Fuchsite and zoisite can be very hard to tell apart, and often I'll go into a crystal shop and they'll have one or the other listed as the other thing because it really is hard to tell apart. We've also got some fluorite. This is very helpful when it comes to calming down the chaos, especially if chaos is swirling around you. This brings in a whole lot of calm in your personal life. It can help with comforting after like a really chaotic thing like childbirth. So it's thought to really be helpful for new moms and newborns to like bring everything back down to nurturing space and not just high vibration and but also great with relaxation in general. And look, we do have two cats fighting over my lap again. Well, hello. Every time I sit down, one of you is like, hey, that's mine. That's my lap. Here, I will make some room so that both of you can sit on my lap. How's that sound? Everybody want to sit on my lap? Here, you come up too. Here, there's room. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no fights. Hi. Good job, Gertie Birdie. Go ahead, get settled. Here, try this. Yeah, let's not step on our sister's head. Oh. Okay, you two. I love you both, but we're going to have to figure out a new situation. Okay, there might be some pause blessing the grid here, everyone. Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, what are you doing? So that's Gertie, everyone, blessing the grid. What you doing? You're so tall. What you doing? Let's not go up there. Let's not go up there. Let's say hello. There we go. Thank you for your patience for all the kitty cuteness. Yes. Gonna chill with that kitty cute? Yes, you are. Good job. Good job. Okay. All right. But yeah, fluorite, definitely helpful for calm, relaxation, and kind of being the eye of the storm. Hey, Kanta. Hi. How you doing, Paul? Let's see. So Jennifer Vatsa had requests for reconnection with spirits, astral travel, dream work, psychic abilities, and channeling. That's where I would have brought in pre-night if I hadn't already, for certain. Also, connection with spirits and channeling. Reconnection with spirits, I'll definitely say Jet. Rhodochrosite's already in there, so if it's an ancestor, that really helps that. Jet can help connect with the energy of the past, especially within a place. So that can help with connection with spirits. It's also very protective and helps anyone who is close to someone who is passing over or crossing over. So whether this is hospice or you're caring for your animal companion who's close to the end of their time here, this can be a really helpful stone. Also wonderful for grief. And channeling is definitely one that I associate with sapphire. Apophyllite, labradorite, Lemurian quartz. Celestite. Sapphire's already there. And apophyllite. So let's go with labradorite. Definitely wonderful for clairvoyance and our spiritual sight. And for calming disputes. Really helpful for research, study, like attention to detail, and for having a lot of joy while you travel. So this will definitely help Erica. But yeah, wonderful for improving sleep too. So that is labradorite. Okay. Lemurian quartz helps to connect with the past, especially early childhood, to heal like older wounds. And wonderful too for even healing past life stuff. Whether or not you remember the past life, this can still help to connect all of the different ways in which the past is influencing the present when you're doing healing work. It helps with spiritual learning and the self-healing journey and learning about yourself, your tendencies, your habits, and why they're there. It can actually make future healing much more easy. So intuitively, it feels like these want to point outwardly tonight, so that's what I'll have them do. Here we go. Celestite helps with connection to our spirit guides, our angels, and with our higher self, so that we can bring through information that's important for us to know as we move forward in our path. Great for all manner of physical pain because it helps us to connect with our spiritual self and disconnect a little bit from the physical body, which changes our experience around pain. Also helpful for discerning thoughts from fears, from intuitions, that kind of stuff. So great for, yeah, just discernment in general. So that is celestite. There we go. And apophyllite I used for the first time at the 4 o'clock stream, so I am going to have to look it up again. And these were a beautiful gift for us from Jennifer Vatsa. Thank you for bringing them to our wonderful crystal grid. yeah, here it is. I'm going to go ahead and again bring them into right here and here, and I'm going to look them up and read through it. There we go. So, apophyllite. And this is from the Crystal Healing, or sorry, the Complete Crystal Handbook by Cassandra Eason, which I highly recommend. And apophyllite is good for, oh wow, it's so pretty. Helps to, its effects are similar to a Reiki treatment, so certainly complementary of what we do. Thought to help the heartbeat, the pulse, the rate of the heart, as well as respiratory problems and eczema, as well as asthma, hay fever, anything having to do with the respiratory system. Emotional healing, helping you to feel whole and retrieve what you unwisely but in love have given away as part of your identity to others. Really interesting stone. Great for emotional healing and spiritual work. Brings people together emotionally and heal fractured love or family relationships. It's so beautiful. Connected with healing horses. Draws negativity from other crystals. Helps with accuracy for detail, especially those who work in finance, data processing, and research, like historical research. Connects us to our guides and our animal guides. So beautiful. Thank you again so much, Jen. It's a wonderful stone. So apophyllite, that's in there now. So let's see what else we have here. Awesome, Paul. Hey, welcome in, Catherine. Nicole, welcome back. Let's see. Kanta, intention, willingness to toss the last shreds of wanting to fit in. Let it be okay to be a bling-loving Quaker, feminist fashionista, occasional cheesesteak eating yogi, just have fun. Absolutely, I love all of those things. So yeah, let's do letting go of what other people expect of us and doing what's in our own highest good is absolutely yellow calcite again, for sure. But let's also bring in mahogany obsidian. That has a lot to do with moving forward and creating, like getting things done, completing tasks and goals, but at the same time, letting go of what others think about it. So going your own way and not being held back by what will they say or what would they think, or I need to fit into this other paradigm. So that's you and you and Key or Patty are definitely on the same wavelength today. So let's also see what else can help us there. Let's definitely bring in some chrysocolla for both of you. Chrysocolla helps with making decisions that are in alignment with your highest good and encourages you to follow your own spiritual purpose. It also helps with connection to creativity, especially creativity that helps you unlock connection to yourself and learn about yourself. So that's chrysocolla. So I think that that's going to be really helpful. And another one that can be helpful for... This will be helpful for you, and this will also be helpful for Erica with planning travel. This is Picture Jasper. This helps to envision a future that's different and better and wonderful for travel, especially if it's to faraway places, new cultures, and even like moves abroad, but new cultures and new languages. Helps to envision all kinds of potential for the future. It's a big picture stone, so it lets you see how lots of things interconnect and kind of pull out from the everyday minutia to see, like if you're finding yourself unable to see the forest for the trees, this helps you kind of pull back a bit too. Also helps with removing hidden fears, things that you're afraid of that you don't realize that are holding you back. And it's also thought helpful for quitting smoking alongside Unikite for that. So that's picture jasper. So that's envisioning a bold new way ahead. It's also good for new adventures, so like journeys and travel, as well as new ventures like starting a business. New business, new projects, anything like that. So there we go with picture jasper. Let's see. I feel like Crazy Lace Agate will be a good one for Patty and for kind of courage, so definitely Kanta as well. So Crazy Lace Agate helps with courage, confidence, also protection in general, which will just help you feel safer. But this helps with both the heart and the solar plexus, so compassion for yourself, for others, and from others, and solar plexus, which is you being exactly who you are. This is also a lot of physical energy and connection to the past. I think this will help Jennifer's request too. Connection to the energy of the past as well as spirits from the past. And so we'll bring that in. Also great for eyes, skin, and speech. And let's see. Yeah, and I feel like azurite too. Azurite is another stone that can be really helpful for creativity, which was a request from earlier. This is also one that helps to awaken your spiritual self. It's insight, it's intuition, it's creativity. It helps to relieve indecision and worries. So if you feel that like, oh, I don't know if I can do this, or oh, I'm worried about what people will think, or just worry in general, this helps you to make the decision and move forward. It's great for spiritual wisdom, connecting with our guides, which has definitely been a theme tonight, as well as letting go of blockages and things that are in our way. Helps too with calming our mind, spinal alignment, as well as muscle spasms. So we'll bring this in. That is azurite. I feel like that can help. Oop. But yeah, lots of synchronicity tonight for sure. Awesome. Let's see. Oh, Kanta, I'm glad to hear that. And I'm going to think about that for a minute, Patty. I think so. Let's do... Yeah, and we definitely did some writing stones today for violet integration. We did, they're here. Carnelian, which helps with creativity. Blue tiger eye, which helps with writing and speaking your truth, speaking boldly. It also brings a lot of calm and ease, as well as sodalite, which is super for expression, however you express, whether it's artistically, by performance, by painting, by speaking, by writing, however it is you take what the creative sense has built and getting it out and shared with the world. Okay, good stuff. Astral stuff, spirits, yeah, absolutely. We've got all the astral stuff. Definitely, like pre-night is absolutely on tap today. And we also have, sapphire, as well as celestite, and so many cool other stones that support it. You're so welcome, Nicole. Ooh, a mafia romance, Catherine? That sounds really cool. Ooh. Money manifestation, creativity. So I've got creativity and writing definitely covered. I've got all the good stones for that out. Let's bring in a little bit more abundance financially. We've got citrine. Let's bring in some pyrite. Fool's gold brings in the real stuff because we do find real gold oftentimes close to pyrite. It's helpful for spiritual protection and opening up intuition. So both at one time, really powerful for anyone that's working with a new means of connecting to spiritual messages or who's new to it completely. Helpful for the brain and memory. It's wonderful for the lungs, for fever, and it's often thought of as protective for folks who are undergoing radiation treatment. It's thought to help protect against the side effects of those treatments. So we will bring that in. And that's pyrite. Star, welcome in. You're so welcome, Erica. I hope that your travel plans go super well. And thank you, Star. Let me know if you have any intentions that you want reflected in the grid. Yeah, so much synchronicity right now. Just having a little trouble with the chat here. Let me do this instead. I didn't realize how low the... There we go. I think Gertie might have bumped into that when I wasn't paying attention. Okay. And... Yes, definitely hit that like button, everyone. I really appreciate it. So, abandonment scars. My favorite for that is tourmalinated quartz. Lemurian quartz too, because it really helps heal the past. But tourmalinated quartz. So this is black tourmaline running through clear quartz. And black tourmaline, like we discussed earlier, it helps to break up really stuck old energy, really stagnant stuff. It helps to repel negative energy. In quartz, it really helps break up old stuff. This is great for releasing and grounding anything from nervous energy to old wounds, like emotional wounds from the past, or even present ones too. It helps with, like, because you say scars, like I want to actually quote you, abandonment scars. That word specifically, this is the stone of breaking up emotional scar tissue. It's also thought to have the same impact on physical scar tissue on and in the body, but thought to be really helpful for emotional scars as well. Helps too with finding new jobs, new gigs, new streams of revenue. It brings a lot of fortune and luck, and it's very protective of travelers. So Erica, looking at you. Yeah, patterns from childhood, patterns from any point in the past. Yeah, very protective of travelers, for sure. So let's go ahead and bring this in. We'll bring in plenty. I want to let go of anything that's holding me back, for sure. So let's bring this in. So that's tourmalinated quartz. Yeah, I think that is pretty cool. Ah, Septarian 2, you got it. Ah, Danielle, I had a crystal book that I see on your bookshelf with a light purple cover. You lost it and can't remember it. This one? This is Love is in the Earth, a kaleidoscope of crystals by Melody. I wish you all the best with finding it. If I were you, I would check. It's been out of print forever, and every time I see it online, it's really expensive. Go to bookfinder.com. It aggregates all the used book sites, like all the big ones, at the same time. So you type in the name of the book, the author would have you, and you see everywhere that it's being sold for how much and how much shipping is. And that can allow you to like just keep checking it every so often. And when someone lists it without like researching it and maybe charging a lot of money, you'll be able to grab it. So yeah, this is Love is in the Earth by Melody. Another one that almost no one knows about that I highly recommend, The Curious Lore of Precious Stones. This book was originally written well over 100 years ago, and it cites things as far back as the Middle Ages and like biblical times. So yeah, this is a reprint, and you can find this on Amazon really inexpensively. It's in the public domain at this point. Yeah, copyright 1913 by J.B. Lippincott Company. This edition was first published in 1971. But yeah, this is fascinating. This was given to me by one of the jewelers on Jewelers Row in Philadelphia when my studio was located there. Yeah, so that is The Curious Lore of Precious Stones. Okay, there we go. I hope that helps. There's definitely Bookshares you can find. Oh yeah, I know that book. Yeah, the Melody book, it's worth over $100. Like, I've seen it go for over $300. It's wild. You're totally welcome. But yeah, sometimes you can find somebody selling it online for not a ton of money, and so go for it. But yeah, I love her work. She's very well renowned and appreciated globally. Melody, the author of that. And The Curious Lore of Precious Stones is just information on stones you won't find anywhere else. Like, it's really just a wild read. I love it so much. So yeah, so glad y'all are here. So let's go ahead and get ready to get into the Reiki side of things. But before we do that, I want to go ahead, because I feel like we have a couple minutes. I'm going to pick a couple of stones that I think might add a little bit of extra to the grid, and I'm going to let y'all vote on them as if you would ever choose just one. So I'm going to pick a couple of options. Y'all will vote on them. You'll share your gratitudes, and then we'll get into the Reiki. So let's see. Okay. Oh, welcome in, Darren. No Sophie's Choices around here. Absolutely, Kanta. Well said. Darren, how often do you need to clean your crystals? I would say anytime you think about it, or more. Anytime I use them in a healing session with anyone, I clean them. You can clean all crystals by simply laying them upon selenite, which you can get at most crystal shops and online. I sell this in my crystal shop, which is learnreikiphiladelphia.com, but you probably have a crystal shop near you too. Another way is with the smoke of incense, sage, things like that, but I would suggest either sea salt or Epsom salt. I actually keep it in like a long wooden box that I then put underneath where I store all my crystals that I use for this, so that they're constantly cleaning. So yeah, just regular sea salt, table salt if that's all you have, or Epsom salt. And just put it in a bag, put it underneath a cloth, and then lay your stones over that cloth. That way it'll keep the stones clean, but if it gets humid, you won't get like sand or salt pits in your finish of your stones. So that can help. Okay, so we're already voting on the crystals. One is ruby, because I forgot to put this in for Chris. Ruby is very helpful for love, fertility, management, leadership, and the courage to be yourself. And that is really helpful for Kanta's request. This one in particular has a VUG, V-U-G, which is when a piece of some kind of organic matter was there and the stone formed around it, and then over time, whatever that organic matter was kind of fell apart, disintegrated, leaving like this hole there. But this is a very large raw ruby. The other is white coral. This particular piece my grandmother and I found on the beach in Florida together. White coral helps you to walk in alignment with and not get distracted from your highest spiritual purpose. It helps you to just kind of like make a beeline for it and not get pulled off course. So that is white coral. Whenever you can get it off of a beach, great. If it's harvested, it's not always great for the reef, but this was nature left it on the beach for us. So yeah. So go ahead, pick your favorite ruby, white coral, or both, whatever. I'm going to go ahead and quickly explain what Reiki is, a little of how it works, and then we're going to dive right into the Reiki healing side of things. So thank you for being here and building this amazing grid with me. Yeah, white coral is beautiful. And you're welcome, Darren. So, in case you missed it at the top of the stream, my name is Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. And if you'd like to learn more about my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you'd like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com, which is linked in the description, as long as are all of my social media and my email newsletter. Thank you so much for being here. So what is Reiki? Well, Reiki has become, in the West at least, more or less like a catch-all term for energy healing. Specifically, I work with what's known as Usui Reiki, and this is a particular methodology created by Mikao Usui in the early 1920s in Japan, at a time in Japanese history that was really difficult. You couldn't even be suspected of teaching anything that would look like religion, and unless that religion happened to be Shintoism. So Mikao Usui created this particular approach to this energy healing with basically everything that was secular yet deeply spiritual. And I feel like that's a big part of why it resonates with us here in the West. So the concept of energy at the foundation of this system is that which we find in Shintoism, the indigenous spirituality of Japan, in which everyone and everything is interconnected and everyone has a soul. Those souls are all inextricably linked. And that spirit, in this case, however you would define spirit to be, supplies this beautiful life-affirming energy that is everything that makes us more than just a lot of cells. And so this energy is already flowing through myself, you, everyone, and everything, even if we're unaware of it, and essentially supports our body, mind, and spirit to find balance and well-being one moment to the next. This beautiful energy is one that essentially I'll be connecting with tonight using Usui's methods, and then directing even more of it to you, wherever you are, whenever you're enjoying this. And that will help support your body, mind, and spirit to come into the best alignment and healing that it can in that moment. During the session, you may feel some physical sensations, some emotions may rise up or get released. Mentally, you may be able to logically sort through some things that have been important to you, or even hear your subconscious. Spiritually, you may get some clarity, some intuition, or some resolution to something that's been going on. And you may also get just a lovely healing nap, and wouldn't that be amazing? More than likely, your session is going to be the perfect blend of all of the above. During the session, to receive this energy, all you need to do is just be. You can get in a comfortable position, sitting up, laying down, whatever feels right to you. You can close your eyes and fall asleep, or you can use this time to also sip some tea, maybe do some yoga or some stretches, journal, play some music, whatever feels right to you. This is your time for you to enjoy in any way that's meaningful to you. One thing that's for sure is you don't have to do anything. You don't have to focus on anything. You don't have to keep your mind silent. You can just be yourself. If at any point you feel like you want to go a little deeper into the session, or if you get distracted, no worries. Just go ahead, take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and out, and just allow yourself to reconnect with the Reiki. I will send for 25 minutes, during which time the lights will move slowly and gently from one color to the next. At no point will they flash or strobe, and I'll turn the music up. If you find the music lovely, and I hope that you do, definitely check out our musical creator's website and YouTube. She is linked at the very bottom of the description. So yeah, at the end of that 25 minutes, you'll hear my voice come in. I'll encourage you to take a deep breath in and out and slowly come back to your body. If you'd like, at that time, I'll be able to re-engage with you in chat, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have, or listen to any experiences that you feel inclined to share. I am here 5 times a week, same days, same times every week, so definitely consider subscribing with your notification bell on. And Reiki isn't bound to the limits of humans, so if you're watching this video in the future, awesome. The Reiki is going to be right there for you when you're ready to watch it. And for those of you who are here live, if ever you feel like you need some Reiki and I'm not live, go ahead and check out the past healing live streams, and you'll be able to enjoy the healing whenever and wherever you need. So thank you so much for being here, and let's get back over to that beautiful grid. Ooh, pretty. Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness, it's both that one? No way. No way. Hey, Heart, I hope you're doing well. I'm grateful for all of you. Okay, so let's put this in. Let's put this ruby in. And what else can we add? And there's now 2 kittens on my lap again. Let's put something in the middle. Let's see. How about a big piece of citrine for financial abundance? I've got a cat falling off my lap. Pushing each other out of the way. So this is a big piece of citrine that was given to me by a student, a graduate. And so we'll go ahead and we'll make some room for this in the middle. There we go. That looks and feels incredible. Well done, everyone. Good job. Actually, I'm going to move these a bit. So everybody go ahead, get comfy. Enjoy the Reiki. There we go. A little bit more like a triangle. Oh yeah, that's better. Thank you all so much for inspiring this beautiful grid. Thank you for being here this evening. Enjoy your Reiki session, and I will be back for you in 25 minutes. invite you now to take a deep breath in and out at your own pace. Come back to the space that you're in. Thank you so much for being here with me this evening. There's currently a cat somewhere she's not supposed to be. Hey, you. Gertie, get down. Gertie, can we not be up there? Here, let's. Thank you all so much for being here. Might have to get up and rescue a kitty. Can you get down? Can you get down? Do you need me to come rescue you? Thank you all so much for being here. Woo. Have a wonderful weekend. You too. Thank you. Let me see. I'm going to try to get the kitty. Let's see. I can get you. I can get you. You're scared to jump? Oh, you want to come down? You can come down here. Come here. What's the matter? You scared of bear dog? No scared dogs. You're scared. There you go. Now we're all safe. My goodness. These little boobas. Thank you all so much. What a beautiful grid all of you inspired. Appreciate all of you being here. Well said, Heart. Hi, Heart. I did finish some more unpacking, and I'm going to be doing more this weekend. I'm really excited about it. Things are starting to settle in. Oh, I'm so glad, Star. I'm glad that that was helpful. I'm here 5 times a week, same days, same times. Every Friday, I'm here 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. East Coast time. And we get into the Reiki around an hour to an hour and a half into the event, depending on the day. But thanks for being here. And beautifully said, Patty. Beautifully said. Next stream is Sunday at 8 p.m. East Coast US time. So if you want to get a little Reiki before you begin your work week, I'll be here. And my next Reiki 1 class is next weekend, and there's just a couple of seats left. So visit learnreikiphiladelphia.com to learn more about it. My email newsletter is also linked in the description. So everyone have a beautiful rest of your evening and rest of your weekend. Take care, and bye for now.